E aí galera do UOL, Vanguard aqui com vocês. E hoje a gente vai estar fazendo aí mais um episódio do nosso detonado do Fallout 4, galera. Por que eu tô no inventário? Vou mostrar esse item pra vocês. Esse item é um drop garantido, você compra ele do vendor que fica imediatamente à direita da Cleo. Ele custa alguma coisa perto de 1000 caps com o nível de carisma e barter que a gente tem, tá certo? É um item que não é muito bom, tá galera? Ele é uma perna de combate do Tier 1, tem 2 tiers de perna de combate, eu vou já mostrar pra vocês como isso funciona. E por ele ser um item lendário, ele dá um DR de perna de combate Tier 2, certo? Então é um item relativamente bom. Ele é melhor do que a perna que a gente estava usando, mesmo sem os upgrades. Porém, é o que eu falei, o atributo de unique dele não é bom. Por que eu peguei então? Porque o personagem dá 10% mais rápido, faz toda a diferença para mim que está fazendo detonado. 10% a menos de tempo passeando pelo mapa. Beleza, como é que então que você sabe se a armadura é Tier 1 ou Tier 2? É bem simples. Se vocês olharem a minha perna esquerda, vocês vão ver que eu estou usando um protetor que pega só a coxa, a canela está exposta. Isso é característica de Tier 1. As Combat Armors de Tier 2, elas tampam a canela, o antebraço, no caso dos braceletes, e o peitoral, ele tem um cinto que pega a barriga dele, certo? Não tem nada de especial, só muda a estatística do item e essa propriedade visual. Então vamos logo aqui fazer a quest, que é muita conversação esse episódio.
Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Beleza, galera, agora a gente só tem que descer, não precisa esperar o Nick não, tá? Ele é lerdão, ele vai passo lesmático. Vamos acelerar as coisas aqui se eu não me perder. É que é lógico que eu me perdi, né? Nunca que eu ia acertar o caminho de primeiro. Vamos. Só tem que achar a doutora Mari aqui e falar com ela.
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Isn't there some way to make this work?
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
We should try plugging you into a toaster next. Fresh toast.
It's nice to know that even when I'm about to have a foreign object shoved into my noggin, you find new horrible ways to laugh at my expense.
Mr. Valentine? Just...
Eu não podia
Let's start
resistir, galera,
cackling
desculpa.
like an old grizzled mercenary. Pull me out, okay?
Let's see here.
Agora ela vai usar o
You need to
dedo
keep
full
talking
nele.
to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. Hopefully, it'll be as simple as unplugging the implant once we're done. But that doesn't get around the current problem. The memory encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Beleza, doutora, deita lá então que eu cuido de tudo aqui. É, não.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you
Beleza,
on
é
the
só
other
sentar aqui
side.
na repouso de memórias, tá, galera? Tem que ser esse, não dá pra ser o outro do outro lado. E aviso pra quem não gosta de spoiler, é um grande spoiler da história, tá, galera? Por isso que eu tô deixando esse episódio aqui. Vai ser só falação, mas é importantíssimo pra vocês entenderem a história do jogo.
Brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
E mais uma parte do jogo que é copiada do Mass Effect 3, tá, galera? Isso aqui é bem parecido com uma parte daquele jogo.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
É tranquilo, tá, galera? Não tem chance de vocês caírem disso aqui, é só seguir o caminho. Vou esperar ver se ela vai falar pra não atrapalhar o jeito de fazer a quest.
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Beleza, agora já dá pra gente.
That makes it official, folks. The final vote count from the hub.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
I'm trying to sleep. California Republic. All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment, we are all citizens of the new California Republic. I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to for a lot of people.
What a joke.
Waiting for this day for a
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio. All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
Beleza,
There
galera. Então,
appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean,
grande
you
verdade
may
isso.
think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
Eu queria ter a voz do
It's gonna be
Kellogg.
fine.
Ia ser
You'll
engraçado
see.
ter detonado. Nem por
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Vamos lá, então. Eu não consigo fazer voz grossa assim. É que essa voz de criança, a voz de homem tá longe. Isso porque eu tenho 31 anos de idade, mas...
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
Esse corredor não tem
I found
fala.
another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Assim, pra quem não fez a ligação dos pontos, ele fez merda com o pessoal que tava contratando ele e eles mataram a família dele. Só pra vocês saberem a historiazinha do Kellogg.
Mind if we...
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. A little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
Reparem o quanto o personagem dele é bem feito. Ele vai trocando de armadura, vai ficando mais velho. Eu achei muito legal.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me. Oh, we'll pay
you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job is done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Acabando já, viu, gente? Então, paciência. Sei que é chato, mas é importante. Vai ser relevante daqui a pouco.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
E vamos tentar a próxima.
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute, but I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement. Suited me just fine.
Bugou?
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda
Começamos bem,
ran out
galera.
of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer.
Repara onde ele pôs o
One of
cigarro
these
na
has got to
lateral
tell
da
us
arma.
something. We're running out of brain here.
Eu vou fingir que não foi um bug.
There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Essa aqui é a última, tá, galera?
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Vault computers are still...
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. I guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Still working. That's good.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
Checking through the logs.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6, down the hall near the end.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No, no. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
Headshot.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Lembrem-se disso, tá, galera? Essa parte aqui é muito importante para vocês entenderem a história depois.
Is that your son?
This whole setup in
This
Diamond
appears to be
City
a
was
very
part of some
recent memory.
elaborate plan of the old
Good
man's.
news, I think.
Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. It wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid, like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Então, galera, não sei se vocês perceberam, mas esse é o filho dele e ele já tá um pouco mais velho, tá? Por quê? Porque eles tiraram o filho de você e te congelaram de novo. Isso é importantíssimo pra vocês entenderem a história, tá certo? Por isso que eu tô mostrando tudo isso pra vocês, joguei um episódio no lixo. Porque na hora que vocês virem mais pra frente, vai fazer sentido a história. Senão vocês vão falar, como assim? Tá certo?
Kellogg. It's okay. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human.
Isso é outra coisa
Some
importante.
of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, Stronger and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
O teletransporte. Antes falou que eles eram rápidos, não achei que eram tão rápidos assim.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Next time I have to watch someone's life story, I want popcorn.
Well, if you're cognizant enough to joke, I think we can safely say that you're out of critical condition. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor. That would be perfect.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Beleza, a gente só tem que falar com ele agora. Nosso bom e velho detetive Android. É importante essa última conversa.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Amari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
I'm gonna head out on my own from here, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me.
Beleza, tá, galera? Então, no próximo episódio, a gente vai catar uma Power Armor e a gente vai passear aí pelo Mar Reluzente, tá certo? O episódio de hoje ficou extra grande, mas de novo, eu não podia quebrar isso aqui em 2 episódios, senão ia ficar muito quebrada a história pra vocês, tá certo? Então, obrigado aí por terem assistido, e eu vejo vocês no próximo episódio de Fallout 4. Aquele abraço, galera.